Hello together! In this video I will show you how I organize my working area here new. I don't have a big workshop, that's why I have to be as flexible as possible with my space. I had a lot of ideas and I tried to be as flexible as possible with the tools. Now I'm able to reach the tools straight away without any hassle. I also tried to speed up my workflow. If you don't like something what you saw, or if you really impressed or had a bad idea, just write me a comment. And hope you liked the video. The first thing what I did was cutting all the materials for the right size, because my plasma cutter is not that small and this project involved a lot of plasma cutting. And I made all the cuts with a special cutting metal circular saw to make everything in the right size, because I think that's the best way to make like really nice long cuts. All of the files from this project I was drawing in Fusion 360. I think it's an easy to learn and easy to use program for this. I use the plasma cutter always on the end of the day, because at the work with the plasma cutter there will be arise a lot of fume and dust, and don't want to struggle with that, so that's always the last thing what I do at this day. Here you can see I cut a lot of small holes, but you have to be always aware of it that especially with small holes, plasma cutting is not maybe the best choice to do it. Also later on I have to drill some 3mm holes. I couldn't make that with the plasma cutter. Then I had to grind everything to deburr all the sharp edges on it, and also took the rust of it, because the rust came straight away after the plasma cutting, because there was is a water tub underneath, and this bright metal will rust straight away. Then I sand everything also and make it looks really nice, because later on I will put some paint on. Here you can see I designed everything like that you don't need a bending machine for it, you just can bend it by yourself without any machine. And some details like this one over here I have to redraw, but for my project at home it actually doesn't matter. Later on you have to weld everything, not the whole piece, just a couple spots in the corner to make it strong enough. That will be the bracket for my circular saw, because I really would like to have it also on my tool wall. It was actually the second one, because the first one I did a little mistake. But now it fits, and I'm really happy about it that I have now a special place for the saw, because this saw was actually always lying around and I couldn't find it. Here I built another shelf with the same system. I might add some more shelves on this wall, but at first I will figure out if it's, or if I need to, or I really need one more, so I only build once. Here I built a bracket for my spray bottles for the welding. It's actually, I just need two bottles. One is actually for the MIG gun, and the other one is to protect the table or the materials that I'm welding. Here I was drilling or re-drilling the holes from the plasma cutter, because it was a little bit too tight. And also the 3mm holes here in the front, and I also have to copy them to the other blade, because I need two blades. And this will be the bracket for all my stuff for the die grinder. That will not fit everything, but most of it for my daily use. From the whole project I was actually really excited about, because that was the first time that I did something like that, you know, to cut everything, and I have like repeatable stuff or brackets that I can just cut and rebuild it. The next step was to weld everything, or like I said before, you don't have to weld the whole thing, just a couple big spots to make it strong enough. And these two pieces here was actually, or will be, the bracket for my grinders. I was really excited about this whole project, especially I tried to save a lot of time with that, you know, that you don't have to look around for tools or stuffs or machines. But some of the pieces you only see if it fits, if it's finished. Especially this one I was really excited about, because I was looking around for like brackets or holder for the battery drills, you know, and I couldn't find something what really fits for me. And so I designed it myself, and later on you will see why I choose this design like the other ones. Then I was painting everything, just sprayed it black, and then I was already starting with the assemble. Here I fixed the bottom bracket for all my grinders. I had two of them, and on the other one I fixed the power strip underneath with the socket pointing downwards. That was really important for me, because now all the cables are really close to the grinder itself, and there will be no dust falling, or special like grinding dust, metal dust falling into the sockets. For this next bracket I was actually really excited about, because that's the hanger for my battery drills, and like I designed it, I able to leave the drill bits into the chuck from the battery drill, and I don't have to take them out. The next bracket here, that's actually for my die grinders, and like you see here, I actually can slide them left or right, depends where I want to have them. And the main reason for the channel to hang in all my angle grinders. The next one was here my bracket for the spray cans for the welding, and the bracket for my circular saw. This worked out also really well. It's perfect now because I can grab it and cut it straight away. And here it's a new hobby of mine, 3D printing. I actually figured out that it's really helpful, especially to organize your workshop and your workflow, and I was actually blown away how fast and easy it is. Like I said on the beginning, I draw everything in Fusion 360, and this bracket for the batteries, it took me about 1.5 to 2 hours maybe. With drawing and printing, it's like I said, it is really fast and actually makes a lot of fun. So then I was starting to draw a couple other things. I made like a bracket here for my another saw. Then I did a little hanger for all my grinding discs. The other thing also, it's now you can change the length from the bolts, you know, if you need a little bit more space or less space, you can change them. And I fixed them straight away under the shelf. That means they a little bit have like a roof, like a cover from all the dust. Then I was going back to 3D printing because I was looking for a nice solution for the bracket for my band file, and I did the same system with the steel plate in the back and the 3D printing bracket in the front, and now I'm able to slide it left to right and grab the band file with one hand. That's really important for me. The other advance from 3D printing is also if you work with other materials, aluminium or especially with stainless steel, you don't want to have like a bracket out of steel for like this, the sander, because if you put it in and there will be some steel particles into the sanding disc, you might destroy your whole piece where you're working on. And like this, you're able to keep it like steel free. Now you see the flexibility from the whole system. I can move everything around, you know, all the tools, they will reachable, you know. Now I have all the tools in a reachable area, and now I'm really flexible which tool I need in front and which I need in the back, because all the projects are different and you don't need always the same tools. Then I was printing another 2 brackets for my grinding blades because I'm always missing them. I was always looking for them. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more videos with a voiceover, let me know it in the comments. Till then, see you next time.